Hey Vinyl Community, Steve here, FlipSideCT, and been showing my San Diego trip back in March, and it's actually, this is the fourth part, and it's probably going to be the last part for that trip back in March, where I saw my daughter, went to stores, and I also just returned from another trip back out there, and also Portland, and going to be showing some videos there. Very cool trip, very funky places. Portland and a train ride going up there. I know I've been getting feedback from folks who said they enjoy this, and I enjoy it when people show these type of videos and excursions and incorporate, you know, of course, with the music and record stores and shows. It definitely gives others an insight who can't experience it. You know, even if some people are 100 miles away from the location, still just to see it is pretty cool. I love showing it. I just think it's a cool insight that people who can't see it get to see something, you know. And so the response has been pretty good, and again, I don't mind doing this. I love doing it. Sometimes I forget the camera though, and anyway. So this part 4, I also have a few vinyl records that I picked up that I'll show at the end. And before I forget, whenever this is posted, June 2nd, anybody in the Connecticut area, Fairfield County, Trumbull, is having a debut record show, and definitely going to be there. It opens at 8 or 10 or something. Anyway, check that out. Look for that. So again, this is a trip I took out there, my daughter. There was a snow delay back east, so I was able to extend a day, and I said, well, let me go to LA and see that Amoeba place. So I did. I took my car and drove up there. It was a interesting drive, of course. I haven't driven up 5, nor I always go on by the coast. So, you know, nothing super exciting, but a lot of, it was raining. So that was a little unusual, I guess, for LA. And I parked right across the street from Amoeba, and I been to Tower Records and back in the 80s, and enjoyed that, you know, tremendously. And it's sort of, Amoeba's a similar model, and it's huge, and it's got diversity to it. It's got this, got that. It's got a little bit of everything, and you know, Amoeba's what people say it is. You know, it's got everything, and got a lot of CDs though. It's a little, like, you know, whoa, a lot of CDs, few rooms, different areas, a jazz room, things on the wall. But so let me show you my footage. You know, I'm sure there's a lot of it out there, so I'm sure you've seen some of it. This is my view. I'm not going to show everything because I thought about it, and I think a lot of people have seen it already. But here you go.
Them go show themselves clear, clear. Them go show, them go show most sick people. Them go show themselves clear, clear. Them go show. It don't show himself. Opposite people. I said, look at, it don't show himself. Opposite people. I said, look at, it don't show himself.
There was limited used vinyl. It's had some new arrival bins and a couple other bins that had some records, but some new vinyl, used vinyl mixed in with the new vinyl. You could spend hours there, but and have fun, books, etc. But this album I've been wanting to get. I haven't found a clean copy. That's the reason why I haven't gotten it. This is free. This is Highway. This is from 1970. This is their fourth one, and this is a mellower one, not more of Kossoff's, beauty guitar work. He was in his addictive mode, addiction. So the more Paul's doing here. So they were on their exit here, but this is still, you got to collect your free records. You got to collect the free ones. For your collection, because it's really a band you gotta have. Surprised to see that this one. This was a German record, made in Germany. This is Rycooter Live. It's from '82. Got 6 songs on it, and this is one I was surprised to see and grabbed it because I don't see it. And he's playing with Emmylou Harris on tour now, which is just mind-blowing tour that I would love to see. So about a year ago, I saw someone's footage of Amoeba, and I saw, as they were panning the wall, I saw an album there, and I said, damn, let me check this album out. And so I looked it up, and he said, yeah, I want to get that. That's something on my list I gotta have. So when I went back, it was still up on the wall, which was funny. And this is Page Plant's No Quarter. And this is made in England, so 2 albums. I'll tell you the price. It was $70. It was something I treated myself because I love Page acoustic playing. You do no wrong. And this is one that, I love Zeppelin, and I wanted to have this for the collection. I know a lot of you do, and I probably have it already, and know how good it is. So let me see. I talked to a lot of people in Amoeba, nice people, engaged, speaking a lot. I had to get somewhere eventually to a store for my wife and I's business, and that was in the back of my mind. So I asked one of the saleswomen, I said, so are there any other stores? And other people were saying, go into the Valley, go to this store. There was one store, I forgot which one it was, they kept on saying. But one woman says, oh yeah, there's one around the corner, but it's only used vinyl. Oh man, that sucks. Okay. So the name of the store was the Record Parlor, and really nicely designed store, very well decorated, and the guy was okay. Couldn't engage, couldn't get in there, so I just really looked around. I did buy one album. I want the Outlaw Country, guys. I love Waylon Jennings. Didn't have anything of his. Again, this one's softer, a little more mellower, and you know the Outlaw. Basically the Outlaw is long hair, denim, and you got that little edge of FU type attitude. So Willie Nelson produced this, wrote some songs, plays lead guitar. Very cool album to have. I was excited to get that one. I mean, put it this way, LA is cool with records. There are so many record stores there. I don't know all were good or bad, but still, just to have that at your exposure, in a whatever 2-hour radius, even hour radius, I don't care. It's they got it made. You're real lucky, those who live there, to have that exposure, and very cool to have it. I was real impressed. So with San Diego and LA to have it. So I was driving down Melrose, just funky Melrose, great street to drive down. By Fairfax High School, as I was scanning the sides of the roads looking for stores quickly, I came up to Headline Records. Jean's been there, well, he's been all over the place. He's finally resting there in 1995. And it's ska, garage, hardcore, punk, deep store. Very cool store, but just new records, nothing used, but the paraphernalia, all the knick-knack things of rock and roll was there. Very cool. I really enjoyed talking to him and stopping there. He has an online store too that you might want to check out. So here you go.
Yeah, back sell music. Back in the day, they actually had the rock shit. Yeah. Did you surprise him? G.G. Allen being get that fucking... Oh no, it's not G.G. Allen.
The next door, I went to my place. I did what I had to do. Then I went over to Venice Beach real quick. It definitely changed from the '80s when I went there last. And I just looked around. I like to look at the back streets there and check a few things out. But I headed over to Venice Boulevard. There used to be strips of record stores there, but there was one called Time Warp. And the guy was really nice. We talked, and I tried to buy something. He had a listening station. I just couldn't click there, but next time. Really nice guy, and Time Warp. So here's my last batch of records I got here. My friend Ron has garage sales. So I unload my records I don't want to him. He says, take this, take that. He gives me a lot of things, very, very kind. He gave me Sir Douglas Band, Texas Tornado. Very cool album. You know that one. I picked these. He didn't give me, well, he gave them to me, but I had to pick them. He wouldn't. Anyway, Dixieland. There's always a time and a moment where you got to listen to some Dixieland. And Big Bill Brunzi, blues. He knows I'm into the blues. He was glad to give me this one. This is a archive of folk music. I went to a store called The Archive in Bridgeport. I just picked up one album there, and this is Joni Mitchell's album. I don't even remember the name of it, but it's one that I wanted from her. And last thing I have is a cool album which I bought online. You don't see it around. It's a band from Coventry, England, and they're called The Flies. And they played opened up for the Buzzcocks, Psychedelic Furs, Pretenders. Just a whole, you know, that time frame, 1978, and they're pop punkish combination, not heavy punk, but I really like this. Here, listen.
Don't ask her of the secrets, and maybe she will see you again. And don't ask her love, but by the stars above, she will always, always, always be your friend.
These guys are good. I really enjoy this. This is cool, especially for that time period. A lot of people don't know about this band. They had a short career, but I think they have a few albums. They had an EP. This is a cool one to have, and hopefully you liked it. That's about it. Hey, if you remember, if you're here, there's a show in Trumbull, Connecticut, Saturday, June 2nd, 2018. That's all I got. I do have a show finds from WFMU, and of course I got probably a two-parter of my trip out west, maybe 3 parts. And I hope you enjoyed this. Hope you got something out of it. I have fun doing it, and you know, love sharing things with you. And I haven't been watching a lot of VC channels and videos. My iPad, the YouTube changed something, and I don't have my normal look of my iPad, and I can't find things and do things. I think some of you may know what I'm talking about. They changed the look of it, and it just screwed me up, and I'm just still trying to figure it out. But I'm techie, but this is just poor design, I guess. Anyway, talk to you soon, VC. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.